Hey folks, welcome back. So I had a little bit of time today before my gym time. Wanted to get a quick Skyrim stream in done, hopefully a quick one. Under Saarthal. Now guys, before I dive into this one, I'm going to take a quick moment, get some more gemstones. I'm getting real low on
If you're working on any
soul gems in particular. So I've already kind of gone to the other tower there. I found the vendors I could, got the soul gems I could. There's one more up here somewhere. The elf with the store. The elf. There he is.
Even with
Never remember this dude's name.
If you're going to need live test subjects, I hope you've got some coin.
And he always sells black soul gems, which is, you know, nice. Those can be hard to come by empty. Not a whole lot, but I'll take what he's got.
Alright then.
So there's one more vendor, we can't actually access that, and guys, that's the main reason I wanted to come back and do just the regular vanilla Skyrim stuff for right now. The Mage's College questline. This has been holding me up. Tolfdier is an alteration mage, so, you know, he's got all the alteration spells, he does my alteration training, and he's kind of stuck right now until we proceed on with this questline. So guys, I'll do a real quick intro. We're gonna get this done.
What you learn here will last you a lifetime.
Welcome back, folks, to Under Saarthal.
It's no secret that the
Now, if you're watching this video, it might be because you got to Saarthal, Tolfdier isn't there, you're wondering what's going wrong. So, folks, I'm going to walk you through the entire thing step by step here. Now, in the very beginning, when you first come to the Mage's College, outside, before you go across the great big long sky bridge there, you're going to come into contact with a mage. She wants to see a test. Go ahead and cast whatever spell she asks for. That'll get you up to the main area here where the castle is. And then you'll be greeted and told to follow someone and go on a brief tour of the grounds, and I've already done that. So now once that tour is done, you should be at this point right here. First lessons. Listen to Tolfdier.
Of course, my dear, of course. You all certainly possess some inherent natural ability.
So folks, without any further ado, let's get her done.
What I'm talking about is true control, mastery of magic. It takes years, if not decades, of practice and study.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get started.
See you in a bit.
Please, please. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Eagerness must
Alright,
be
folks.
caution.
So yeah, this is going to be a little bit lengthy here. We just kind of have to go through the motions with the game. At some point it'll grab our attention,
You've been quiet so far.
and there it be.
What do you think we should do?
I just usually take the political
I
answers.
admire your restraint, but there are times when
You can never make everybody happy, but I try my best.
Rely on instinct.
We're all pretty new at this, right? Let's just give it a chance. What's the worst that could happen?
What's the worst that could happen?
All right, let's
Last
settle down.
famous words.
I suppose we can try something practical. In continuing with our theme of safety, we'll start with wards. Wards are protective spells that block magic.
Alright.
I'll teach you all a ward, and we'll see if you can successfully use it to block spells, all right? Would you mind helping me with the demonstration? Are you at all
Sweet
familiar
deal.
with ward spells?
Okay, we're back.
Well, then this... Now, if
I think I already have that one. We're about to find out.
I'll cast a spell at you.
He wants to see lesser ward. So let's see here. Go over to my casts, alteration. Oh wait, is that restoration? I can never remember the wards. There it is, right there. Lesser ward.
And you block it
Okay,
with
now
the
this
ward.
always fails the first time, so if you're kind of getting hung up here, I don't know why it does that. But, you know, Tolfdier tells you to hold it up or whatever, you know, and you're doing what you're told, and the next thing you know, it's like it fails, and then it makes you do it again. So just keep that in mind. It's probably going to get through on the second attempt.
You have to keep your ward up, or else...
Okay, yeah, he yells at you, keep your ward up. I was, but again, I think it's just part of the game, which can be kind of confusing in the beginning, especially if you're new. Like, it makes you hesitant to just put the thing up again, but you have to. So go ahead and do it, hold it, and that should complete that part of the quest line.
This is an excellent start. I'd like you all to continue practicing.
And as soon as he's done babbling over there, the store will open up to us.
To begin exploring some of the various applications of magic throughout history.
Now, normally he can be found in one of the 2 towers there with the rest of the mages, you know, as a vendor. But for right now, because we need him for a quest line, he's actually going to be sitting outside of Saarthal for a while. But, you know, he's still available to you, assuming you go over there and get the travel point. You can always warp over there, do whatever business you need to do with him, training, store, whatever the case may be. But I'm going to just go ahead and complete the quest line here, so sooner or later he's going to wind up back in the Mages College anyway. Okay, so I'm going to, first things first, get my Alteration Magic training. And the reason I want to bump up my Alteration training, guys, is because I really want the spell tombs for, like, Detect Life, Detect Dead. Especially that Detect Dead, because when I'm out killing stuff, sometimes it's hard for me to find the corpses. So I just pop that magic off real quick, the dead bodies glow, you can find your loot, and all is right with the world. Okay, so there's my 5 levels for training. Nice.
So you wish
Go
to
ahead and get
master
whatever
the
gemstones I
arcane
can out of him. And you're going to need a lot of lessers, guys, and maybe even commons. There's a lot of Droger in this dungeon. So yeah, definitely go in with some empty soul gems if you need to do some soul trapping. And then books, I'm pretty sure he's not going to have what I'm looking for yet, and that's okay. I think we need to get our alteration up to around 60 or so.
All right, then.
To get that Detect Dead spell book.
This is one of very few places where you can receive.
Alright, folks, now that that's all done and tidied up. Oh, and just so you all know, I did switch followers. Lydia here. She's my actual spouse in Skyrim, but, you know, I didn't really care about the free gold for the store anymore. I just figured go ahead and bring her along. And the reason I mainly did that was because I have some mods loaded in right now. And somebody recently asked me for this. And I don't think I can get into that menu. Maybe I can? Okay, so these are all the mods I'm running right now. I'm running the sounds thing that does not seem to interfere with any of the anniversary content stuff. Neither do these, as far as I have been able to tell so far at least. And these usually work with anything and everything. So, yeah, this one in particular, the Lydia and the Elia. She's one of the companions, but I like running with her because she's a good high-level archery trainer, so that's always nice to have. And then, of course, the Lydia, she's common NPC. We all run into her very early game, and it just really expands her dialogue options. Some of them are written. As you can see, there's quite a lot to talk to her about here. But moreover is she has more voice-acted dialogue prompts. So while we go through, you know, some of the game with her, she's going to be saying some very unique, just verbal things. So I'm going to try not to talk over the character. In fact, I might have to turn my living room volume up here just to make sure I can hear when she's talking, so I can kind of just let her speak. And maybe that'll just help with, just give a little bit of extra flavor to the walkthroughs here. At least for the foreseeable future. I'll hold on to her for a while. Alright guys, so I think we are ready to rock and roll. Let's go ahead and pop on down to Saarthal. Now it is not marked on my map, so I'm just going to have to get there the old-fashioned way, and I'll show you guys the route I usually like to take via Winterhold here. Main reason is there's a few free, you know, loose lootables here in town. Blue Mountain Flowers. Thought I was having a dragon attack there. Eggs, etc. here in town. But more importantly is there's a trailhead here that starts right behind this building. And I think this is like the Jarl's Hut or whatever that's called. Longhouse. But yeah, just look for this pile of rocks and that kind of shows you where the trail marker is. And moving right along. I'm more or less just going to head to the quest marker. Oh, and guys, another thing that I did different while, you know, I was away. I got some weight under control, and I also gave myself a couple of more options here with my jewelry. So normally I run the archery, you know, but I really wanted to pop some Dramias out to get my, to get my my conjuring stat built way up, and the only way to really do that is to just keep recasting that dude. He's a good strong cast. It really counts toward that that conjuring stat. So you're going to see me throwing him out a lot for that reason, and I just kind of wanted to talk about that ahead of time. Main reason is because I want this Twin Souls really bad. So of course you need to have 100 for that. I'm at 86, it's going to take a while to get there, but the quickest way I know to do it is to go ahead and get him casted. And that's where that jewelry comes in, because you see when I cast, it takes like very little magic, because I'm wearing all that gear. If I were to take those off, and just go back to my archery jewelry, you'll see the difference here. Wham! That really knocks it out of you. So, you know, you can only cast them, what, 3-4 times or so with that. Now, if I wanted a good middle of the road, you know, I might do that. Just to kind of keep my archery up a little bit, but again, you only get a few casts. So if you really just want to keep spitting him out, that one more clothing item makes all the difference. So yeah, I guess for right now, I'll just go ahead and run it. And, I'll sacrifice the bow strength just a little bit here. So yeah, just heading straight toward that quest marker on my compass point. And there should be some, like, yeah, just random little stuff here to plug. Ooh, a vampire. I do not want to get hit with vampire disease. Alright, continuing on. Yeah, you'll probably run into wildlife, you know, maybe a bear, maybe a troll. It's all pretty normal. Okay, once I get to this point, I just like to kind of hop down. And this takes us into the Saarthal area. There's some loose lootables here. And I love how the music gets all spooky as soon as you get into here. Ooh, salt. You always need the salt. Alright, there's a couple more just goodies I'm going to point out here. And this is really going to help, you know, check this node periodically. That'll help get you a little more for your jewelry crafting, for your smithing stat. And I keep forgetting I have the ancient pickaxe in this game. I think there's 2 nodes here. Maybe it's just the one. I'm not sure. Or maybe it's just the one. Could have sworn there was 2. Alright, that's okay. And if you're interested, there's some more baddies up here to plug if you so desire. I'm not quite sure what they're going after right now. I'm getting back to more loose lootables. Search the barrel, search the chest. Ooh, that was a nice little loot spot. And you can always, you know, just spam collect whatever's in urns. It's always lightweight stuff or just gold. That's why I say just spam collect it to save yourself a little bit of time. And there might even be another node up here somewheres. Or 2. Okay, that's just iron, but I always like the nodes anyway, because sometimes you get random gemstones, sapphires, whatnot. So yeah, not that time, but you never know. Alright guys, it's finally time to get into the dungeon here. That's pretty much it, you know, off the top of my head for quick stuff. So, Tolfdier is not here yet. Go ahead and pass a little time. And that should solve the problem.
And here we are. It's always encouraging to see.
And you know, if you want, you can go ahead and do whatever training, selling here that you need to do. It's no problem. But if you're ready to go ahead and go dungeon diving, feel free to say, "I'm ready, let's go."
Right.
And he's more or less going to be accompanying
It
us.
should be safe, but it's always better to be cautious.
Okay, so that completes the, or not completes, but it kicks off our next part of the quest line here.
I find it hard to believe this
Some
excavation
of you
was
may know, Saarthal was one of the
Alright,
earliest
and in the
known
beginning here it's just some
sites.
storyline, it's, you know, him talking, just kind of following. And that's our way out, by the way, so don't think there's anything to do over at that door just yet. We cannot open it from this side. That'll be the exit, it'll spit us out right back here, we can get back out super quick.
This is an exciting opportunity.
Okay, so
for
just
us.
go ahead and
Well,
go with the
are
flow
there any
here.
questions before we begin?
Just go ahead and ask him what you would like,
Ah, yes.
or what he would like you to do.
Well,
Find
why don't-
aerial gain. Okay, no
I-
problemo.
Now let's see. What shall we have the rest of you do?
Just go ahead and follow this winding path here.
Holding magic.
That'll spit us out into the next part of the dungeon. Whoops, wrong way. Okay, and before I start hopping off of ledges, I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Maybe just a mushroom or two.
I always enjoy a good adventure or two.
Okay, yeah, not much going on up here. And this door, yeah, we're gonna be on the other side of that here in a second. That's kind of like a booby trap. We'll get to that here in a second. Just showing you, you know, pointing this stuff out so you can keep your bearings as we go forward. Just some random stuff here. Feel free to loot. Let me out.
I thought the crypts would smell bad, but it turns out they're pretty well ventilated.
Okay, so yeah, that, you know, there's just a few things to do on the bottom down there. Just go ahead and make your way up to this walking path, you know, before I jump down to kind of sidestep there. And just follow the bridges. Make sure I'm not missing anything. I don't think I am. And then here is the man
Don't touch anything.
that we need to talk to.
What?
So just go ahead and get through the dialogue here.
Try and be careful, all right? We don't want to
Ask him,
round up the
you
rest
know,
of the magical
I probably
artifacts so
didn't
that
need
I
to
can
do that,
tattle
but
on them.
now if your quest markers are working, it's actually going to take you to all these places, because sometimes these things glitch out. So if you really want the quest markers to work, guys, the best advice I can give you is turn off all other quest markers, including the miscellaneous, you know, make sure nothing is highlighted, and the only thing you've got highlighted is this. You might have to step outside the dungeon, come back in, but that should, you know, trigger these quest markers to work. If it's not working in your game, that's okay. The jewelry pieces will still be there. And they're real hard to see, but your cursor will kind of highlight that verbiage there. That's how you know you can pick it up. Whoops. Okay, there's another. So there's kind of two back-to-back here. And then, let's see here, that's where we found Old Boy. So if you look hard right, there's another one here. Just like so. And then this is that booby trap I was kind of talking about. So we're going to have to do this, unfortunately, to get through the storyline. But just know we're going to be stuck in here for a hot second. Go ahead and pick up that amulet. Okay, we got all the artifacts collected. Now you notice the quest marker is still sitting here. It might be confusing as to why. What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to equip that amulet. So go ahead and put that on. And you see that triggers something here. And that's going to trigger, you know, the booby trap.
What in the world was that racket? Is everything all right?
Or maybe the booby trap triggered when I picked up the amulet. I might have jumped the gun there and put the amulet on early, but it shouldn't matter. So yeah, just go ahead and, you know, get through the dialogue here.
I wonder.
These ancient ruins house much
Okay,
of
so
my
the game
places.
kind of tells you have to put that on. Use the Saarthal amulet to escape the trap. Got it. So now that it's all, you know, funny, glowing, whatever it's doing right now, now you can actually punch through the wall. It doesn't matter what you use. Well, it kind of matters what you use. And in fact, it might not even be a bow. Okay, the bow works. So now once you punch through the wall there, the cages should pop back down. And that should once again prompt us to follow
Please
Tolfdier.
be careful. Well, would you? This appears to lead somewhere.
Long gone.
Let's see where it goes.
Okay, and it can get kind of cluttered, you know, the passageways get narrow. So try to keep yourself and your follower out of the way so he doesn't get all stuck. That can get
Well,
super
this is
frustrating.
highly unusual and very interesting.
Oh, and you might want to get your soul's bow ready. And go ahead and pre-cast a
I'm not sure
Dromea.
what to expect here. Please be on your.
I got right in his way with that Dromea.
Oh,
Why in the world would this be sealed off? What is this place?
You know, as soon as combat triggers, my Dromea will activate.
I'm not sure what to expect.
That'll give me the
Please be on your
the skill credit for Conjure, and then I'll pop another 1 or 2 off. Come
I'm
on.
not sure what to expect here.
Oh, that's right. We got some cutscene stuff.
Hold, mage, and listen well. Know that you have set in motion a chain of events that cannot be stopped. Judgment has not been passed, as you had no way of knowing. Judgment will be passed on your actions to come, and how you deal with the dangers ahead of you. This warning is passed to you because the Psijic Order believes in you. You, mage.
So we
and
can't
you alone
actually
have the
talk to him. It's more or less
potential
just a
to prevent
cutscene
disaster.
right now.
Take great care, and know that the Order is watching.
I swear I felt something rather strange just then. What just happened? I'm afraid Can you tell me more about?
Okay, so just get through the
Psijic
dialogue
Order?
here.
And the Psijics have no. Perhaps we. Now, please do be careful. Who knows what we're going to find?
Okay, and guys, anytime, you know, I'm in a
No
quest line
one's-
and there's dialogue
no
options, just as a
idea
general
what
good
connection they
practice,
have to
rule of
this
thumb,
place.
whatever, always clear these
Isle,
dialogue
and
options.
yet
It just
now,
helps
if
prevent,
nothing
you know,
else,
quest
I take
breakage
it as a
later
compliment.
on.
The Psijics have only
That
ever
saved me
dealt
more
with
than
the
once, as a matter of
straightforward.
fact. Not only that, I've reverse engineered some of these glitches back down to, you know, dialogue options not being cleared. So not saying that would break this one in particular, just as a general rule of thumb. Keep that in mind and it'll save you a lot of heartache down the road. Okay, so now we got our baddies popping up, which is good. Ouch. I need to keep an eye on my health here too. Okay, I really ran myself dry on Stam there, so I'm going to put that other jewelry back on for Conjure. Or not Stam, but Magic. There we go. Alright, so once all the you know, enemies are dead,
Glad to defend yourself.
do whatever looting you want to do. The weight of the bone meal adds up too whenever you're doing these types of dungeons. Okay, so as you can see, a new path has now opened up. Wait a minute, yeah, that way. So you're looking for the tomb thing that fell. That's what we're stepping through here.
Be prepared to defend yourself.
Okay, now this is going to be a party in here, guys. I'm going to cast a few Dromeas, then I'm going to start, you know, scooping souls up.
There you are. I've never seen any
Wow, I only got 1 kill out of all that.
for? Why, just look at all these coffins. This bears...
Well, one's better than zero.
I'd like to step while and examine this. You, however, should question. See if you can find whatever this vision of yours mentioned. Fully dead? Listen, careful. Catch up with it.
Alright, so he is now prompting us to continue forward. Go ahead and activate the pull chain there. That'll get us through the door. Actually, we need to activate both pull chains. Go ahead and pop open the next door. Hey Michelle, what's up? It's great time for break time. Let's take a quick break, shall we? Okay, I don't know what they're looking at. Make sure I'm relatively safe here in this little spot. I don't know where Tolfdier went, but we're going to figure that out here in a second. Yeah, awesome. Alright, hey Michelle, Johansson? I'm mispronouncing names as my superpower, so forgive me please in advance if I butchered that.
Before I became your housewife, I never realized being a bodyguard could also be so fascinating.
Awesome, Michelle. Thank you so much for posting. Really enjoyed reading that. I love family time, you know, bonding time with the kids, and it's all just fun. So I'm really happy that I could provide a vehicle for that in the videos here. Really awesome to hear. Thank you. So yeah, Breath of the Wild, if you're not really like much of a gamer, that's quite a game to get into, like starting out. It's big, it's open world, it's beautiful, it's fun, and you can kind of make it your play, you know? You can just go out and loot, you can go out and do combat if you want, you can just go out and like tower hunt, get the map, just whatever you want to do. It's a lot of fun, so definitely glad to hear you guys are having some awesome fun time there. So let's see here, it is 2:15. We're about a half an hour in. We're doing good. Doing good on the dungeon. And I'm still drinking coffee at 2:15 in the afternoon. So, whew. That's cup number 3 as a matter of fact. I'm going to be bouncing off the walls at the gym later. But anyway, yeah, I think break time's over here. Peace out, Home Scout. Alright, back to our dungeon, folks. And I probably responded a little bit late there, apologies. Alright. Moving forward, folks, go ahead and go through the corridor here. It's pretty linear. You don't have to worry about getting too lost in here. Not to say it can't happen, but you know, if you get turned around, you'll catch on pretty quick that you got turned around. Okay, so here's another little room where you can just do a whole bunch of... Ooh, I just got drilled by something there. Oh, and there's a Death Lord up here, so I probably want to pay a little bit of attention to that. Ouch! No sleeping on the job. Funny, right when I said that, I got knocked off the ledge there. Oh! Yeah, I need to, Go ahead and heal there. Oops. Okay, so just, yeah, a few pop-out enemies here, nothing too crazy. And I think my conjuring is going to be back up to 100 before I know it, and it's going pretty quick there. Just a couple of loose lootables in this room. Actually, I need to do a better job. I realize, you know, the videos on YouTube, they're a bit darker than what I can see on my TV. So I'll try to... Oh, hey. Where's my candlelight? So I'll try to do a better job here of keeping things lit. Okay, I just, you know, the typical dungeon stuff here. I'm not gonna go around and get everything, but I want to say there's another chest up here somewhere. I could be wrong. Excuse me. Oh, it's been a while since I've been in this dungeon, as a matter of fact. Probably over a year or more. Up there. There's another chest indeed. Not bad for memory. Alright. I think I already looted the bodies that were down here. Or not, and that's okay. So that's pretty much it for lootable stuff. Now to get out of this room, just look for this ramp going up, and that'll get you up and out of here, kind of where I just took out that Death Lord. Or my followers, I should say. And off to the left, you will see the next door. I'll go ahead and pre-pop a Dramea. Not sure what this next room holds. Okay, we got some hanging moss in here. Some of these Nordic ruins will have these, so always look up at the ceilings when you're going around these types of deals, these crypts.
Oh.
And for those of you that have not followed along through my overall walkthrough, early game I really like to combine those with Blue Mountain Flowers, amongst other things, for some really good strong potions to bump my alchemy up super quick, and not only that, you can sell them, and they sell quite good. Okay, I'm just checking, you know, for loose stuff. There's going to be some more fun stuff coming up here. Be aware of the trapdoor. Or the trap switch, I should say. Well, Lydia's still alive. I figured she'd be taking a knee by now. Ah, we got one of these puzzle doors. Okay, so the code is around here somewhere. And it's right behind each one. So this one's eagle. This one's fish. Sushi. This one is snake of the garden variety. Another eagle. And eagle. Fish, already good to go, and I think that's it for switches that we had to flip. Assuming you've got all those flipped correctly, go ahead and flip your switch. We can now proceed through the dungeon. And okay, we're not quite there yet. We're getting close though. There is a Death Lord up here, so be aware of that. And I don't think he very often comes down here. Okay, he is down here already. Sometimes he just stands up there and shoots arrows at you. Alright, I don't think there's anything else in this room. Maybe the, occasional urn or two. Quite a few urns upstairs as well. And a chest maybe behind this doohickey? No chest, okay. I love how they just put, like, loose garbage weapons. Whoa! Yeah, I saw that when it was too late. That's okay. So yeah, be aware of the traps. There's a couple. And you can actually shoot those. You can shoot them with your Dramea or whatever cast you want. Instantly piss them off. Or you can just usually use an arrow, get them out of your way that way. Okay, make sure I'm not about to step on any more, because that really knocked my health down. Alright, good to go. So guys, this one is one of these funny... funny puzzles. Okay, it's been a while since I've been in here. Now, I know there's something to this. Like, if you try to get one, it, like, resets the others or something. So there's an order that you have to do these in. So now, notice those are staying. And now those just flipped. So I'm going to try setting this one first. Snake. Then I think we got to go back over here to bird. Nope, I was wrong. Okay, that one definitely needs to be snake. Maybe this one needs to go to fish. No. Okay, so that one's fish. That one's snake. Then I think we go over here to fish, which it stayed awesome. And then this one goes to bird, awesome. Okay, so we are good to go. Everything matches. We can now flip our switch and proceed through the dungeon. I always like to trigger the traps just to see what happens. Okay, that's poison dart. Switch red guards, it's no big deal. But if you're not a red guard, that's going to smart a little bit. Okay, I think that's a bump book, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to hold on to it. Alright. I'm surprised nobody triggered the trap. Alright, beautiful. Moving forward, guys. We're almost there. So there's going to be some combat in here, and I'm probably going to, not worry about the Drameo so much for this one, just to kind of show you. Now, assuming you've got, good strong bow, good strong, clothing items to bounce off that bow, it should be a pretty easy fight. I normally run this entire mage's questline, earlier game. Before I'm quite built up the way I am now, and it's usually pretty doable. But, make sure you drop a save here just in case things go horribly, horribly wrong. Not only that, if you're just having a lot of trouble getting through it, you can also go in through your settings and change the game difficulty and lower that, just until you get this guy dead. Did I miss? I think I missed. I missed twice? Oh, that's right, he's invincible. Tolfdier's got to do something here. So just cast a Drameo or something, just use your follower, use your Drameas like human shields to keep that guy busy. And when Tolfdier gets over here and does his thing... Okay, so now he's saying you can attack, so go for it. Okay, go ahead and make sure you grab that amulet, and that's going to kick off another complete quest line, guys. So go ahead and read this Writ of Sealing. Forbidden Legend, that's a completely separate quest line.
This is utterly unique.
Okay, that staff, it's not great, but it does have a little bit of selling value. I might hold on to that for when I reset my speech. Just seeing what all else is up here, and I don't think that is a pressure plate. It is not. I don't think there's really anything of great value in here. Take one quick lap around the room, make sure that is so. Which is kind of weird, it's the boss battle. You'd think there would be something in here. Nice little loot chest or something. Okay, so it turns out, well, stand by, I'll check the upstairs, in the interest of being thorough. Because I thought there was something. Okay, turns out there is nothing indeed. Alright, maybe the loot chest is in the next room. So go ahead and talk to Tolfdier as the quest marker demands, and I'll give him a second to kind of catch back up here.
This is simply fascinating.
Okay, so ask him what that thing is, and that'll kick off more of the storyline, cutscene, whatever.
Can you return to the college and inform Sabo-Saran of this discovery? Please, hurry.
Alright, so that's pretty much it for Saarthal, guys. We are done in the dungeon here. Done in the dungeon. And then to wrap up the quest line, we would just kind of go talk to the mage that the game is directing us to talk to. And let's see if I've got my loot chest in here somewhere. Oh yeah, that's right. It is in here. Plus a word wall. Okay, not much else going on here. I don't see any nodes or anything hidden. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and move along here.
Huh?
Now this takes us back to that gate I said that we couldn't open from that side. This is kind of like our way out from the inside. Now I just got to find the switch. It's always hard for me to see these things. Oh, there it is right there. Okay, and it's real easy and quick to get out from here. One thing I really appreciated about Skyrim was they always give us quick exits to dungeons. We didn't always have to run all the way back through the thing. Very cool feature. Okay, so since I've talked about it in this video, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up by showing you where Tolfdier can now be found from here on out. And since I'm pretty much done, I will go ahead and... Oh, I went to the wrong quest marker there. Or map marker, I should say. Alright, and that brings us to our quest marker. Now, the tower that I think we live in is over here, and that's the same one Tolfdier lives in. That's where the elf is. But your other mages, you know, and the other vendors are going to be over that away. So yeah, let's go see, you know, make sure Tolfdier is in his room. Now, he might not be until we finish the quest line. And I think he's in the one off to the right. Maybe he's in the one off to the left. I can't really remember. But he's in one of these two right by the front door here. So yeah, I guess we just got to finish the quest line up. And that'll kind of unstick him for future use. And I think I leveled up again. So I'll get some more training under our belt. Get that much closer to my spell tomb that I want so bad.
I have many important things on my mind. Your concern.
Okay, I still don't see Tolfdier, so just follow the quest marker. That'll take you up to the mage. Or the head mage, I think, is who we're looking for. The main man. The man with the plan. Oh, and all this stuff is for steel right now. Don't bother. Sooner or later, this is going to open up to us, and we're going to have access to all this for absolutely free. So for right now, just, you know, try to keep your hands off. I know, guys, it's all shiny. But again, we're going to have access to all this here momentarily. So for now, just go ahead and talk to Savos Aaron.
I have noticed you, but we have not spoken.
Surprisingly close to Samus Aaron. I know the spelling is different, but that is not far off. Maybe this is like Samus's soulmate. Okay, honestly, it does not matter how you answer these. I'm just going to go ahead and press through.
Are we clear?
Okay, and honestly, most of this is just storyline, but you know, just following my rule of clearing dialogue options, I'm gonna make sure I clear everything. And I recommend you do the same. Again, this will just kind of prevent potential quest breakages later on.
It shapes. The college is a place where we could. A sea of ghosts.
A lot of storyline here, and guys, this is all vanilla. This is all part of the game.
And so he. But that was a great many years. But that was a great many years ago. Not some we also must make an effort to avoid.
Okay, so everything's nice and clear. Go ahead and do the quest.
Please don't tell me that another one of the apprentices. I thank you for Tolfdier, since he speak with and good work.
Okay, there it is. Completed Under Saarthal, and this is what kicks off now the next one, hitting the books. Alright guys, so I'm just going to keep it short and sweet today. Thank you so much for hanging out. Hope you all had fun. If you wouldn't mind, please take a moment, like, share, subscribe, and comment. That is always appreciated. And as always, until the next time, best of luck and happy hunting. Until the next time, guys, peace.